Good afternoon, all of you. I hope my screen is clearly visible and my voice is clearly
Yes, audible, yeah.
audible to all of you. Okay, thank you.
Your
Session
voice
today is
is
30. We
broken.
are almost. Hello.
Yeah,
Is it clear now?
your voice is breaking. Yeah, you can continue.
Okay. So today is 13th June. Now all major events completed. So let's Jaiswal from TraderSmith team and my colleague Rahi will join, and we are going to complete this. We are going to address this webinar. First, we will try to capture all the major sectors, including benchmark indices, Nifty, Bank Nifty, etc. And then we will try to answer maximum number of queries. But before that, disclaimer that I am going to read for you is uh, registration granted by SEBI, membership of BASL, and certification from NISM in no way uh, guarantee performance of the intermediary or provide any assurance of return to investors. Investment in securities market are subject to market risk. Read all related documents carefully before investing. Our company name, registration number with SEBI, office address, compliance and grievance officer contact detail are given over here. So let's begin the session. So as usual, next slide, this particular slide shows the overall market performance, including benchmark index, Nifty 50 and Sensex. And if you see here, all the indices, including benchmark index, are trending into confirmed uptrend, excluding Bank Nifty is still showing some under pressure, means that is there is underperformance in Bank Nifty, financial services and Bank Nifty, and then energy sector is showing some underperformance, and then metal is showing some sort of underperformance. So if I consider current market status, so this banking, energy, and metal, including almost 40 to 45% market is in under pressure. Otherwise, remaining market is in confirmed. So I can say majority of the market is trending into confirmed uptrend. This is not any methodology to analyze, but just I am trying to say a glimpse of that what is happening in the market. Then if you see return, so 1 week return, 1 month return means periodic return is represented over here. So almost all sector excluding FMCG has generated positive return in last week, and excluding this IT has generated positive return in over a period of 3 months, 6 months, and 12 months. So I can say overall there is a bullish trend, be it all sector. If you see even a performance of IT on 12-month basis, so there is a decent trend of more than 20%, but only in 3 month time frame there is some negativity. Now, today, all the major events related to our domestic market, that is election hangover, is now over. Today there was a this inflation data, and then a rate cut activity. Sorry, FOMC meeting was there. So this FOMC chairman also indicated that there is a softness in inflation. So maybe by the end of next year, there will be rate cut. But we are not going to rely on that because they are frequently changing the statement from the last 1 year. But yes, there is no rate hike, and anyway, there is no room for rate hike. And next move, whenever it will happen, we don't know. But whenever it will happen, next move only will be rate cut. Maybe in next month or next to next month, or maybe by the end of this year. But one thing is sure, at least in my opinion, that now US is also entering into election mode. And I think election is due in month of November. So before that, we can expect at least 1 to 2 rate cut in US economy, and then whole world will follow. India will also follow that rate cut. Otherwise, all the major events, I think I can say from domestic perspective, is completed now. There is a government formation happened, but now texture of the government little bit different, because this current sitting government has did not get majority, full majority. So there is a coalition government, and because of that, now there is expectation that there are more social more expenses behind social activities, like, so maybe, or rural economy. So maybe now it is a good time for investment in FMCG, good time for investment in rural economy facing stocks. So there are some opinion in the market that is going on, and if you see, there is a good performance after election outcome. There was a sharp bounce back happened in this FMCG index and FMCG stocks. And their reality stocks, there are government declaration that they are planning to they are planning to build almost 3 crore new homes for 3 crore new homes. So there is some activity in the home finance. There is activity in that particular sector related stocks. So now maybe texture is changing. Defense is anyway doing good, and it may remain in continuation. So let's move on chart, and let's analyze how market is placed currently on technical ground basis. So this is the Nifty 50 chart. If you see here, uh, one second. Yes, so this is the Nifty 50 chart. And if I talk about our last Bazaar Pe Charcha, so if you remember, if someone has joined that, so I have drawn a parallel line here in next previously from the almost 3 months. This was the parallel line I have drawn in on this chart, and I have mentioned in last Bazaar Pe Charcha also that the room for there is a limited room in upside. However, there is a little bit higher side. There higher percentage room in downside. And if any uncertainty happen in election outcome, so maybe it is going to turn in market volatility, one thing. Another thing that we have mentioned about this India VIX, that is almost India VIX moved as per our expectation. Now all movement of India VIX is history. So today that is in cooled of nature, and I can say now it is moving. Uh, Eventless movement is happening, means because there is no even India VIX is now in range, so need not to worry about India VIX. But yes, I can say, if I talk about Nifty 50, so after this election outcome, there is a clear cut breakout happened above this upward sloping parallel channel, and currently Nifty is placed around approximately 23,400 kind of range. If you talk about today's closing, so it is closed around 23,400. My expectation is that maybe Nifty is ready to move further in upward trajectory toward maybe in near future, maybe around 24,000. Expectation is quite high that Nifty has potential to move toward 23,800 to 3,000, 24,000 kind of range. Possibilities are there. Overall market sentiment and trend is positive. Only if I talk about this movement in downside, so now from here onward, I can say now a swing low that was happened on after exit poll, or on the basis of election outcomes, which is approximately 21,000. That is the clear cut base for near term market, then in near future in Nifty 50. So overall trend and sentiment is positive. Maybe, in my opinion, we will not expect any decent kind of move in Nifty 50 in terms of percentage gain or in terms of points gain. Yeah, current rate is 20, current level is 23,400. If I say 24,000 kind of level, so it is 600 points away from here, 600. And if I convert that 600 points in percentage term, so then it comes to only 2.5% hardly. So maybe in terms of percentage or in terms of points gain, there will not be any substantial gain in Nifty 50 in coming days in upward trajectory. But yes, overall market condition is quite positive. Market sentiment is bullish. So one can expect there will be a lot of actions in the market, especially on sector specific front and stock specific front. So instead of only focusing on Nifty 50, I would suggest to focus on stock specific actions. If you see, there are a lot of stocks which are really doing good and showing movement of 5%, 10%, 15% kind of things in this type of market. So in my opinion, I'm not expecting any substantial kind of move in Nifty 50. Yes, overall trend in positive, sentiment is positive. So maybe it is ready to move toward 24,000 kind of level, more or less 200 point here and there. But yes, stock specific actions are happening. So I would say advise to focus on stock specific. Apart from this Nifty 50, if I talk about Bank Nifty, so Bank Nifty is clear cut underperforming to benchmark index Nifty 50 because this new government formation. After new government formation, Nifty 50 has recorded new high, and currently it is on uncharted trajectory only. But Bank Nifty is still not Bank Nifty has still not crossed this level of Monday, that is 3rd June high, which is formed here this particular day, which is around 50,900 kind of thing. And if you remember, before this election outcome and everything, and from the almost couple of months, consistently, I am saying that Bank Nifty has strong resistance in the range of around 51,000. And if you see here, so I have mentioned, I have mentioned in another way that that Bank Nifty has potential to move toward 50,000, 51,000 kind of zone. Now it has reached 51,000, or I can say 50,900. After that, it is showing some sort of sideways, some sort of underperformance. But overall sentiment is positive. I'm not denying that it may not move. But yes, one thing is now clear that there is a resistance in the range of 51,000 or maybe 52,000 zone. So unless and until it will not cross the level of 51,000, there will not be any possibility to move further. Otherwise, it will remain traded in sideways. So if I talk about Bank Nifty, current technical placement. So let me 1 second. Current technical placement. So if I draw once again some trend line or some any particular technical formation. So see, here is a trend line, this parallel channel formation. So currently, this Bank Nifty is more or less moving into this broader upward sloping parallel channel, and still it is respecting upper boundaries and lower boundaries. Even it has respected this lower boundary on election outcome day as well, 3rd June and 4th June, and currently it is trending into that. So maybe if it will show some positivity, so next target would be 51,000 or 51,500, or maximum in between, anything in between 51,000 to 52,000, not beyond that. So maybe in my opinion, I am expecting maximum 51,000 or 51,500 kind of level in coming days in Bank Nifty. Otherwise, it will remain traded in sideways. But yes, stock specific actions may happen in out of this banking space. I am not denying for that. Next, FMCG. So if you remember, there are, or I can say, if you see currently after election outcome happened on the exit poll and then election outcome, there is a sharp move happened in this FMCG index, because now there is a lot of talk about this sector in Market Street, that now after this coalition government, governments focus more on, now market governments will focus more on this social causes, or I can say social activity, or I can say rural economy, and all this activity is going to help this FMCG. One reason. Another reason is this, that there is a normal monsoon prediction in this ongoing monsoon. So maybe all this sentiment is going to help this FMCG index in coming days and coming weeks and coming months. And because of that, there is sharp bounce back happened, and still currently it is in consolidation. And in my opinion, this FMCG index is ready to move around 60,000, or maybe if I am not wrong, so maybe 65,000 kind of zone by the end of this calendar year. So at least in my opinion, FMCG index is looking quite positive for this calendar year or in next couple of quarters. So sentiment is positive, trend is positive. There are a lot of stocks which are really doing good out of this among this sector, that FMCG index. So maybe it may remain in buy-on position in coming days, coming weeks, and coming months. So, but if I check some narrow expectation in this index, so maybe I am expecting 60,000 kind of zone, or maybe in bull case scenario, it may move towards 65,000, 64, 65,000 kind of levels as well. But to be remain conservative, currently I am assuming up to 60,000 levels only, which is almost 2,500 points away from current level. So that is if I convert in percentage term. So 5%, 6% kind of move may happen in next few months, or maybe 10% kind of moves also may happen by the end of this calendar year in FMCG index. So sentiment is looking positive. There are a lot of stocks which may really do well in coming weeks and coming months out of this FMCG space. Next, IT. So after election outcome, there is some positivity started, or maybe some portfolio churning is happening toward this IT shares also, IT participants also, and because of that, there is some positivity happening. Now, positivity happening. If you see this IT index, so large cap IT, like I can say TCS, Infosys, or mid cap IT stocks like LTIM, LT Mindtree, or other stocks like Coforge, there is a strong bounce back happening, or I can say a strong reversal pattern is happening. Other, say, if I talk about this small IT stocks, so there is positivity. So maybe some positivity will be there in IT stock also. At the same time, on the technical basis, I can say one pattern is clearly visible on this IT index. That is this particular pattern here, downward sloping trend line. Now it is about to give downward sloping trend line breakout here. And there was a one early downward sloping trend line breakout here. And then there is another downward sloping trend line breakout is happening at the. So maybe most probably, in my opinion, IT index may also do well in coming months and coming quarters, only because of, not only because of fundamental or structural changes, but only maybe because of this portfolio churning, large portfolio of fund houses and everything. They may increase some weightage of holding in this IT space, and because of that, there may be some buying. And then now this US inflation is softening, so maybe rate cut cycle will also start in near future. So that is also going to boost the sentiment for IT stock. So now reversal is happened. Now the scenario is turning into positive. So let's see how things will improve. At least in my opinion, I am expecting a decent kind of return in at least next 6 months by the end of this calendar year. If I talk about percentage term, so I'm expecting around 10% kind of a move may happen in this IT space by the end of this calendar year. So currently, if I talk about numbers and all, so current level is 34,500 kind of level. Maybe possibilities are quite high that 38,000 to 39,000 kind of levels may be achievable by the end of this calendar year in Nifty IT index. So I have discussed Nifty, Bank Nifty, FMCG, and IT index. Now my colleague Rahi is here. He will discuss few sectors. So I
Okay,
am
thank you so much.
stopping my screen. Please share your screen, Rahi.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Yes. So I'm talking about Nifty Auto right now. So this is the daily chart of Nifty Auto, and by looking at the chart itself, we can understand that the index is in the bullish trend. There is no sign of weakness except on that day when the election result has come, and that we have seen a lot of volatile trading session happened in this particular index and across all the index on that day. But after that, there has been buying interest has been emerged in this particular index, and the index has moved towards upside. It is trading orbits all key moving averages as well, and there is no sign of weakness so far. But from the past 3 to 4 days, if you look at the chart, the index is actually facing some sort of resistance in the range of 25,400, we can say. So that is acting as a hurdle for the index. But once that 25,400 is actually surpassed and reclaimed by the index comfortably, then we might see that index is moving in the range of 25,500 to 25,800 in upcoming days. So this is about Nifty Auto. And again, for Nifty Reality, we can say like similar pattern or similar chart is there because of that. Uh, uh, and again, on the same day of the election outcome that has come on that day, June 4th, we have seen there has been a lot of volatile session happened, and in this index has also seen that, and there is a lot of volatility. So after that, again in this index also Nifty Reality, there has been buying interest, which has actually repaired the losses of that 4th June, and the index is actually trading over its all key moving average with positive bias. And again, in this index as well, from past 4 days, especially, we are seeing like there is some sort of resistance. The index is facing at the level of 11,000, we can say, 11,099. See here also the actually high was 1,099, and again here at 1,100, not 11,000. By mistake, I have spoken. So 11,000 is acting as a hurdle for the index. So once that hurdle is actually broken or the breakout is happening after that, and index is able to reclaim that 1100 level, then we might see that index move in the range of 1150 to 1100 100, which is almost 5 to 10% in upcoming days. Now this is Nifty Pharma. So Nifty Pharma is trading about its all key moving average. There is no sign of weakness in Nifty Pharma also, and the index is actually facing resistance in the range of 19,800, 19,850 or 19,890, we can say. So in that range, and especially from the past 4 days, the index is not able to surpass that level. So what we can expect is like once the that resistance range is actually surpassed by the index, then we might see that index move in the range of in 19,900 to 20,100 or 20,200 in upcoming days. So this is about Nifty Pharma. So now I would like to talk about Nifty Metal. So Nifty Metal is also trending out its all key moving average, and again that actually we have seen this long bearish candle that has happened on 4 June. The index has also tried to repair its losses, and it has repaired it actually from after that in the past in 3 days. But from the past 4 days of the trading session that has happened here, the index is actually facing resistance, and the resistance is in the range of 9,890. Or if you look at the high at here, like the high is actually at 10,200 or 10,195. So this level, actually I will just draw this line. So this level and this level is actually acting as a resistance, or we can say this might act as a resistance area for the index. But once that resistance is surpassed and reclaimed by the index, then index might move in the range of, we can say like 10,300 to 10,500 in upcoming days. So this is about Nifty Auto and Nifty Auto, Nifty Metal, Nifty Pharma, and Nifty Realty. So I think one or two more sector is left. So Pawn is taking the charge again.
Okay, so can you show the Nifty energy chart?
Yeah, sure.
So Nifty energy chart is currently trending above all key moving averages. And if you see this performance of Nifty energy chart, so from the almost March month onward, nothing has happened in this, excluding election outcome day, that exit poll 3rd June and then 4th June. If I exclude that, so it will remain traded in the more or less range, the range of 37,000 to 41,000 kind of zone only. And still it is that, it's still current range is also 41,000. Even if I talk about current price, so it is near to closer to very much closer to that 41,000. So if I ignore couple of day movement, that is 3rd, 4th and 5th June, then more or less it will remain traded in that only. And either side breakout may lead this index in that particular direction. Now it is about to give breakout around above in upward zone only, that is above 41,000. So I can say currently that above 41,000, maybe next target would be that recent high that is happened on election outcome day 3rd June and 4th June, which is around 43,000. So I can say from here, if it will manage to cross and hold above 41,000, so maybe next target would be 43,000. If it will not cross and hold above 41,000, then maybe it will remain traded in the range of 39,000 to 41,000. So it is a 50-50 kind of situation that what will happen. But more or less overall sentiment is positive with sideways bias, and sustainable trading of 41,000, target would be around, I can say, upside range is around 43,000. Otherwise, it will remain traded in sideways only. Now, Nifty Media, that is I am going to discuss quickly. So Nifty Media now, positive sentiment started in this stock. There is some bullish formation happen in the range of 1700 to 1900. There was a breakout happened after base formation in this Nifty Media Index in the range of 1900, 1950, and now it has crossed 2000 level. So maybe this current ongoing trend may remain in continuation, and maybe gradually this Nifty Media Index is ready to move toward 23,000 kind of levels in coming days and coming weeks. So maybe 10% kind of move easily may happen, or 10 to 15% kind of move may happen in this media index. Another way, if you see that media heavyweight stocks like Sun TV, then GTV, then TV18 broadcast, which are really doing good. And because of that, index is also moving and stocks are also moving. So I'm expecting some positivity or positive actions in coming days or coming weeks and coming months in media index, and maybe it is ready to move toward 23,000 kind of, sorry, 2300 kind of level in coming days and coming weeks in Nifty Media Index. So I think we have discussed almost all major sectors that we generally discuss in every Bazaar Pe Charcha. Now let's move to answer maximum number of queries. So please open the chat box for our viewers so they can start asking queries, and we will try to answer one by one. Okay. So first query is Bank of Baroda. Rai, can you take Bank of Baroda?
Yeah. Yeah, so this is the daily chart of Bank of Baroda, and the index is actually tried to give the breakout on 3rd of June, but because of election outcome, it has actually fallen. The stock has actually fallen, and the breakout was actually taking place, flat base pattern breakout, but unfortunately, it has not happened. But again, we have seen that buying interest has emerged, and it might give breakout in 1 day or two or more day, over 2 or 3 days, but. We have to wait and watch, and once the breakout is taking place, then you might take your call in this index, depending upon the loss that you are trying to apply here. The next one is
Next is Lupin. I am taking it. So
okay.
Lupin, if I talk about Lupin, so from March month onward, it is trending into sideways only, and sideways range is roughly 1500 to 1700. So currently, from the March month onward, it is trending into this 1500 to 1700 kind of zone. If I exclude, that is a movement happened on 4th June, which when it has a move tried to move below 1400, but 1500, but that is only by 10 rupees only. So more or less, I can say from the last almost 4 months onwards, March month onwards, it is trending into sideways only, and the current trend is also sideways. So maybe the way it is moving, it will remain traded in sideways only. And the day it will give breakout above 1700, then only we will consider a valid legitimate breakout, bullish breakout. Otherwise, not, it will remain traded in sideways only. And likewise, if it will breach decisively approximately 1550 to 1500 kind of genuine downside, so maybe downside breakout will also be considered. But after considering movement in index and everything, maybe after passing few more days and few more weeks, it will be ready to give fresh upside breakout above 1700. And maybe the day it will give breakout above 1700, it would be ready to move toward previous all-time high level, which is placed around 2100 kind of level. So 1700 is a key level to watch currently. Suppose it will cross above that with good volume, so maybe it will be ready to move toward 2000 to 2100 kind of levels in coming weeks and coming months.
Okay.
Currently, it is in sideways. Yes. Now next is
Stock.
Mazda. So can you take my stock? So I
Yeah,
you
I'm
do
taking my stock.
you take one stock, I will take one stock. So that
Okay,
way
we'll
we
do
can.
it one by one.
Yes.
I'll take to you.
Maximum number of queries. Yes.
So Nasdaq is actually trading above its all key moving average. There is no any type of weakness in Nasdaq. The index has actually gained 48% from the pivot level in 35 days. So once you are holding the stock, then you please hold the stock because there is no weakness so far. And if you are thinking for the new entry or in this stock, then it is looking extended as of now because, and at the same time, it is also tending in the resistance range of 3100 to, we can say, like 3400, I can say. So I think that is acting as a resistance for the index, which is actually, yeah, so I think you need to wait for this stock for the formation of base, and maybe the new buying or entry price may emerge in this stock. And if you are holding the stock, then please remain invested in this stock. There is no weakness so far. The next one.
Okay, next one is IEX, Indian Energy Exchange.
Okay.
So IEX is currently trending above all key moving averages. In the last couple of few days, couple of weeks, there is a good breakout happened, and then breakout restate, election day, erratic move, and then after that, there is a good breakout happened in the range of 160 rupees, and current stock monthly stock is trending around 180 rupees. Now, I can say current rate of 100, approximately 180, 85 is a critical area in this particular stock. Suppose it will cross in coming days, then maybe I can say it is ready to fly more in coming days. Otherwise, it may take some sort of resistance in this particular range, 180, 185 zone. But suppose it will cross 180, 185 decisively, so maybe it is ready to move toward 200 kind of zone also. Otherwise, overall trend and sentiment is positive, and the way stock is moving from the last couple of weeks, it is clearly visible that most probably it will cross 180. It may take some pause. Maybe possibilities are there that it may take some pause around 180, 182 or 85. But after that pause, once it will give breakout, so I can say it potential is quite high to move toward 200 or maybe beyond 200, beyond 200 also. So I can say, suppose it will cross level of 185 at 180, 82 or 85. So maybe it is ready to move toward 200, or maybe in next 6 months it would be moved toward 225 to 230 kind of levels also. So trend and sentiment is positive, momentum is quite positive in this stock IEX.
The next one
Next,
is NCC.
NCC.
Okay, I'm taking NCC then.
Okay.
So the index is actually trading with positive bias, and it is trending up its all key moving average as well. The index has actually broken here somewhere here on, we can say, like 20th November 2023, and it was like double bottom formation breakout. And after this breakout, the stock has actually gained around 93%. and still it is trading with positive bias. But from the past 1 week, it is trading in the resistance zone, or it is actually facing some kind of resistance. So if you are looking for the new entry in this stock, then you need to wait for the formation of base. And if you are holding the stock, then you can remain invested in the stock.
After that, there is a IPCA and Trent. Both I am taking one by one.
Okay, okay,
So
please.
first IPCA,
IPCA lab,
IPCA,
na?
yes, IPCA lab. IPCA lab, if you see, recently it has breached 200-day moving average on election outcome day, and then there is a bounce back happening. But yes, technical structure has now a little bit deteriorated. And currently, it is trending in between this 100 DMA and 200 DMA. And from the last few days showing some positivity, but there are a lot of resistance. Maybe first strong resistance is around in the range of approximately 1250, followed by 1330 kind of zone. So maybe first from the current level, potential is there that it may move toward 1250, and then it will cross 1250, then maybe potential is there quite high toward 1330. So in this case, I would say if someone is holding these stocks, I would suggest to remain holding with the stop loss of around 1120 kind of zone. And next target would be 1250 followed by 1330 in this stock in from the coming few weeks perspective. Sentiment is positive, but yes, because of this technical setup, there is some I can say erratic move happened, and because of that, some resistance are there in upside. So first resistance is 1250 followed by 1350. Cross, suppose it will cross 1250, then maybe 1330 kind of levels may expected. And suppose it will cross 1330, then I can say that it is ready to move in fresh uncharted trajectory. But it will take time. So let's keep from next Bazaar pe Charcha or next few weeks perspective. First 1250 followed by 1330 rupees. Then Trent. Trent I am taking. My voice is visible,
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
audible, right?
Your voice is
Because
okay.
I'm
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. There's no problem in your voice.
so uh, Trend is currently trending into uncharted trajectory, and it is one of the stock which may do well in coming 6 months also, because I am expecting that all this FMCG, retail, rural economy facing stock, agriculture facing stocks may really do well in coming 6 months and coming well point of view. And out of that, trend is also I am expecting, even though there is a elevated move happen, but still there is a potential that after touching 5,000 kind of zone, maybe it is ready to move toward maybe 55,000 or maybe 6,000 kind of level. So one can expect if someone is looking for positive this positional point of view, so there is a possibility that this particular stock may generate a decent kind of return. So I am expecting positive move. This current ongoing trend may remain in continuation. Only thing is that taking fresh position in this stock. So I would suggest if stock will show some cool down, and suppose it will give opportunity to take position in this stock around 4800 4700, so that would be the much better positive. Even fundamentals are very strong in this particular stock.
Okay. The next one is Apar Industry. So Apar Industry is trending out with all key moving average, and recently it has also declared Miss 21 DMA as well. So the stock is actually moving with positive bias. There is no sign of weakness. If you look at the uh, volume part also, there is a nice accumulation of volume as well here. So it is actually trading with positive bias, and it has also gained 30% in 52 days after the breakout. That was consolidation based breakout here, and it has taken place on 26 March 2024. And after that, the index has gained down 30%. So still there is no weakness in this. If you are holding the stock, then please be remaining invested in this stock.
So
After Apar,
Elecon Engineering, another stock that I am taking,
after
Elecon.
Apar, there is one stock Ilicon, na?
Elecon, yes. So
Okay.
Elecon. So Alicon Industries, after almost 1 month of consolidation, or sorry, after 2 months of consolidation, couple of months of consolidation, now I think yesterday only there is a strong breakout happened in the
Yeah.
range of 1160, 1170, and after that stock touched almost 1100, 1360, 70 zone in one go. So this consolidate, if I talk about pattern perspective, so consolidation was happened in the range of approximately 950 to 1250, and breakout was happened in the range of 1250, 1260. If I add 250 in 1250, so next target would be 1500. So this particular stock has, as per our technical pattern analysis, this stock has potential to move toward 1500, and maybe possibility is high to touch 1500. Overall trend sentiment is quite positive. So this stock is looking quite strong at current point of current time. Maybe potential, it has potential to move toward 1500 kind of zone in coming weeks and coming months.
Then VBL,
VBL. So
Varun Beverage.
VBL,
So I'm taking that
Varun.
one.
Yes.
So
Acha,
this is
you
the
are
daily
taking.
chart of Varun Beverage, VBL. The index has actually given the breakout, and it was like consolidation based breakout. So yes, there is a buying opportunity, and it's just 1% from the pivot level. So yeah, so there is no sign of weakness as well. It is trending up. It's all keep moving also. So if anyone is looking to buy the stock, they can buy it. It may be a stop loss will be actually easier for you to manage here. Yeah. IEX is already done. Then
So
datamatics,
I am taking first I am taking Concor.
Concord.
So
Okay.
Concor trend is positive. This logistics sector is really doing good and may do well in coming weeks and coming months. So sentiment trend is positive. Fundamentals are quite good. So maybe I would suggest to remain holding in this stock. Potential is quite high that by the end of this calendar year, this particular stock will give decent kind of return. So I would clear say hold, and one can follow buy on dip strategy also in this stock. Then next
Balmer
one is
lorries. Balmer
Balmer Lowry.
lorries.
Balmer Lowry's currently showing some sort of, sideways kind of thing. And little bit negativity is there, I can say, or I can say some it is facing currently resistance in the range of 270. So unless and until it is very much near to 270, suppose it will cross and hold the level of 270, then only I will consider to buy this stock for the level of 315, 320. Otherwise not. So I would suggest to keep watching this stock for the level of 200, suppose 270. Suppose it will give breakout about 270 with good volume, so one can explore this stock for buying purpose for the level of 315, 320. Otherwise not. Situation is quite difficult to say at current level that whether it will cross 370. Maybe let's see how things will improve, but just keep watching level of 370 for buying purpose. It will cross and hold above that, then only consider it for buying, otherwise not.
Advanced enzyme. So advanced enzyme, actually the stock has witnessed some sort of profit booking after hitting its recent high here at 402, and after that there has been profit booking has come, and after its recent low we can say the stock has witnessed buying interest also. It has also reclaimed its 200 DMA here, and after that there is a reclamation of 50 DMA, 100 DMA, and all key moving average we can say. The currently stock is trading up its all key moving average. It has also given the 10 line breakout as well. So yeah, if you are looking to take position in this stock, then you may take depending upon the loss stop loss that you are trying to manage.
So datamatics, I am taking datamatics.
Okay, let me open the chart first.
Yes.
Yeah.
So datamatics, now it is about to give a downward sloping trend line breakout. If I draw a trend line in upper side, so downward sloping trend line. So it is clearly showing that this 200 day moving average, which is a black color line over here on the chart, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
downward sloping trend line. Almost, yes, it is there only. So I can say it is ready to move, give breakout on above 200 DMA as well as this downward sloping trend line, which is currently placed in the range of 625, 620.25. So suppose it will give breakout above that, then maybe it this particular stock will be a good buy. And the way this particular sector is moving and stocks are moving out of this sector, so potential are quite high that maybe in coming days this particular stock will give breakout about 625 or about downward sloping trend line as well as about 200 DMA. Then this particular stock may turn a good buy for positional point of view for the target of 100 for the target of almost 600 sorry 750 to 800 kind of zone. So just keep watching the level of 625. Suppose it will give breakout and remain holding about 625. So maybe it would be ready to move towards 750. If it will not cross and hold about that, so maybe it will remain traded in sideways.
Okay. IEX and relax. So IEX we have already
IEX we
taken.
have already completed.
We
We are
can
not going
take
to take
relaxo then.
Relaxo.
Yeah.
Relaxo footwear.
Yeah, relaxo
So Relaxo
footwear.
I am taking. Yes.
Yeah, please.
So Relaxo I am taking. So currently Relaxo is in bad structure. Overall technical structure is quite negative. It is from the last few months, it is consistently forming lower top, lower bottom formation. Currently, it is still trending below almost key moving averages. If I talk about today's trading session or from the past few trading sessions, now it is approaching to, reclaim 100 DMA from the downside. But one thing is very clear in this particular stock, unless and until this particular stock is trending below approximately 850, 870, that I can say that it is not out of the boot. So I can say uh, on the basis of analyzing this current chart pattern and momentum pattern in this stock, 870 is a critical level to watch in this stock. Unless and until it is trending below that level, I can say it will remain traded as this lackluster trend only or negative trend only. But the day it will cross 870 with good volume, good breakout, then maybe sentiment will change. So I would suggest just keep watching this stock closely, and unless and until it is not crossing 870, I would not suggest to buy. So I would suggest to follow wait and watch strategy, because negativity is quite high in this particular stock at current point of time, and maybe that negativity will eliminate it and it will turn positive once it will cross 870 kind of zone.
Okay. Actually, Nilanjan is requesting again and again for IEX. So please explain IEX. I have opened the chart already. So please explain it faster. Already you have
IEX we
explained.
have already discussed, but anyway, trend is positive. As I just mentioned that sentiment is positive. There is some sort of resistance in the range of 180, 185. Suppose it will cross that level, so maybe 200 or maybe 225, 230 kind of levels may be achievable in next couple of quarters. But the way stock is moving, maybe after taking some pause in the range of 180, 85, maybe it will give breakout, and trend is positive, sentiment is positive, the potential is quite high, or probability is quite high that stock will move toward 200 or maybe beyond 200.
I'm taking OFSS,
Okay.
Oracle Financial Services. Okay, so there has been breakout actually, and the stock is actually in a very great shape. There is no weakness so far. It is trading up its all key moving average as well. So if anyone is looking to take the position, they can take. But again, you have to manage your stop loss because it is just 1 second. It is daily or daily only, na? Okay. So yeah, so already stock has gained 11%. आज ही इसने 11% gain किया. So yeah, so overall sentiment and buying interest and everything is actually good for this OFS. Yes.
Let's take PD Light.
PD Light, Astral Titan Volt Map. Okay. PD
So
Light,
PD Light
taking the okay.
trend is positive. Stock is trending into almost an uncharted trajectory. In last couple of days, there is a some yesterday only there was some correction, but maybe it is retesting to breakout level. So in my opinion, unless and until this particular stock is trending above 3000, there is no problem. Suppose it will breach below 3000, then only it will enter into sideways. Otherwise, this current ongoing trend may remain continuation. So if someone is interested to buy on positional basis, one can consider this particular stock for buying purpose for at least 6 month time horizon to generate decent kind of return. Decent kind of return means one can, if someone is interested to buy and hold for next 6 months, so one can expect 7 to 10% or 7 to 8% kind of return in next 6 months in this particular stock. So I would suggest maybe this is a good buy at current juncture. But suppose it will breach 3000, so maybe it will remain traded in sideways only for short duration of time. Otherwise, overall trend and sentiment is positive in Pidilite.
Astral. So
Astral.
Astral is actually trading up its all key moving average. Actually, in the in the past 1 week earlier, like on the 4th of June actually, and also from, we can say, like 17th May till 4th June, there has been profit booking happened in this particular stock. But after that, the stock has also witnessed buying interest, which has brought the stock to the positive territory again. And also it is trading up its all key moving average. And stock is actually 4% away from the pivot level actually. So it is still in the buying range. So if anyone is looking to buy, they can take the entry in this. The next one is Titan. So
Titan.
Titan, you are taking, or shall I take?
Yes, you can take, please.
Okay. So after hitting its recent high, and that was on again 4th of June, the stock has witnessed buying interest, and then gradually it is trying to move upside. But right now, at this point of time, it is facing resistance near 200 EMA. We can look at this black line, which is actually acting as a resistance for this stock. But it is not necessary that this resistance will not get surpassed. It may get surpassed, and once it is at reclaiming its 200 EMA with above average volume, then you might think of trying to place some sort of your this buying, I can say, buying uh, uh, portfolio index for yourself. So this is about a Titan. But overall sentiment, if I look at this, like if I will draw this 10 line breakout, sorry, 10 line chart, right? So overall sentiment in Titan has turned actually negative. Okay, and yeah, see here.
Let's take this Bank of Maharashtra.
Okay, okay, I'm taking that one. Yes, Bank of Maharashtra. So Bank of Maharashtra is actually trading in the sideways from the past 1 week, and it is actually trading near its 200 DMA and 50 DMA, because both these both of these key moving averages are actually placed nearby only, and it is also trading with very tight range, you can say. So either side breakout is possible, whether it can go upside and downside as well. So you need to monitor it very carefully, and once this breakout is taking place toward upside, then you can take your call in this Bank of Maharashtra.
Okay. So Bajaj Auto, I am taking
Okay.
Bajaj Auto. So Bajaj Auto is clear cut in bullish trend. Last week only it has given a consolidation breakout, and
Yeah.
now it is approaching to 10,000. Maybe psychologically it may face some sort of resistance in the range of 10,000. I am not denying for that. But maybe it has a potential to move toward 11,000, say 10,500 to 11,000 kind of levels in a near future, at least in my opinion. But yes, at the same time, I am not denying some sort of resistance in psychological zone, that is 10,000. But overall sentiment and trend is positive. If someone is holding, I would suggest to hold this stock for at least level of 10,500 to 11,000 kind of zone.
Okay. Please take
So there
BEL.
is a BEL.
Yeah.
So BEL. All the defense stocks are really doing good, and among that BEL is also doing good. And it may remain in continuous in coming days also. So I would suggest to hold this stock. Levels point of view, current rate is 303 rupees. Today's closing. Maybe it has a potential to move toward 320, 325 in short duration, and maybe 350, 360 kind of zone in next 6 month time frame. So trend is positive, sentiment is positive. So I would suggest to remain holding this stock. Now, next is there is a query related to this pharma stock, Glenmark Pharma, Divis Lab, and Lawrence Lab. So I am taking one by one. So first I am taking Divis Lab.
Okay. YouTube question has also come actually.
Okay, so after that we will take YouTube question.
Okay.
So Divis Lab, trend is positive, sentiment is positive, stock is trending above all key moving averages. Pharma index is really doing good. Only one thing is that now this particular stock is approaching in a resistance area, which is currently placed in the range of, there is a multiple resistance in the range of 4,700 to 5,000 kind of zone. Sorry, 47,000 to 4,900 kind of zone. Otherwise, stock has potential to move toward 5,200, 5,300 kind of zone. Maybe the way stock is moving, possibilities are quite high that stock may move toward 5,200, 5,300 kind of zone in next few months in Divis Lab. Next is Glenmark Pharma.
Okay.
Glenmark. So Glenmark trend is positive. Now stock is almost approaching to previous all-time high level, which was happened in 2015. After 2015, I can say after almost 9 years, this stock is approaching to that all-time high level, which is almost 1250 zone. Stock is trending into uncharted trajectories. Sentiment is strongly positive. So may it has after crossing previous all-time high, may I can say this particular stock enter into press bullish trend. And the way stock is moving, it is, in my opinion, it is already in press bullish trend. So I would suggest to remain holding this stock. Potential is quite high that stock is ready to move toward 1800 kind of level, 70 to 1800 kind of level in next 6 to 12 months time frame. And then Laura Slab. So I think worst is over in Laura Slab, but still we need some confirmation. Confirmation may come once it will, this particular stock will cross 440 level. Sorry, 400, 460 level. 400 to 460
460.
is a
Yeah.
key level to, 460 is a key level to watch. Maybe stock, the day stock will cross 460, maybe it will enter into fresh bullish trend. Currently it is sideways, and in my opinion, after a few more days of sideways or few more weeks of sideways, sooner or later it will give breakout, and maybe stock is ready to move further toward 550, 570 kind of level. This Laura slab. So sentiment is in pharma stock is positive, and Divis Lab is also may do good in 12-month time frame. Glenmark is also is doing good and may do good in coming quarters, and this Laura Lab also. So I would suggest keep watching this stock and buy on positional basis among all these stocks. So if someone is interested to do bottom fishing, so Glenmark Pharma is looking quite attractive. If someone is interested to ride the rally, then Divis Live and Glenmark is looking attractive.
Okay.
What kind of what are the queries from YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Let's check
Elecon
YouTube
is already
queries.
done. HDFC AMC.
Elecon is, so can you take SDFC MC?
HDFC AMC. So HDFC AMC is also trading in the bullish trend only, and but the thing is, it is just 2% away from the pivot level. So I think that the index, sorry, the stock might give the breakout, and the breakout is on flat base consolidation pattern. So once the breakout is happening with flat base pattern, then you might take your call and you can enter in this stock. So that was about HDFC AMC. Then again, I will take YouTube queries first. Praj Industry. Okay, Praj Industry. Praj Industry is actually trending in the bullish trend. There is no sign of weakness or and also there was this pivot breakout has taken place, and it has gained 6% from the pivot level. So, and if you look at the volume part, and it is trading, it is happening with above average volume. The rise in the price is happening with above average volume. So I think it is actually one of the trend to move the stocks to upside with such a faster pace. So overall sentiment is positive and no sign of weakness. So if you have already taken the stocks, then please hold the stock and please be remain invested in this. Then one more query
One
was
stock
there.
out of your YouTube query, Chola,
Paisalo.
this Paisalo.
Paisalo. Paisalo.
So yes, there is a positivity returning. I would suggest if someone is, it is a little bit risky stock, paisa low, but if someone is willing to take risks, so one can take entry in this stock. Maybe stock has potential to move toward 100 kind of zone in coming few months, paisa low. And the Chola holding out of that YouTube
Cholo
query.
holding. Okay.
So Chola
Financial holding.
holding. Yes. So overall trend and sentiment is positive. And in this month only, the stock has given fresh breakout after bullish flag continuation pattern breakout in the range of approximately 1200, and current rate is 1275 only. And the stock was actually trending into sideways after this October 2023 onwards. So I can say last week only, the stock has given fresh breakout after almost 7-8 months of consolidation. So maybe after such kind of long consolidation, if some this kind of breakout happen, so stock has potential to move toward maybe, if I'm not wrong, so stock may give almost 30-40% kind of return from the current level. So stock is looking quite attractive, this Chola holding from next 2 to 3 quarters perspective. Strong sentiment is strong, trend is strong, fresh breakout has happened, bullish continuation breakout is happened. So maybe stock is may really do good in coming few months.
YouTube again. Happiest mind.
Okay, happiest fine. Uh, happiest mind. So positivity is returning in this stock also. Like when I was commenting about IT stocks, so I have mentioned that all IT stocks, be it large cap IT, mid cap IT, small cap IT, is positivity is returning. Now technically it has given breakout also, downward sloping trend line breakout. Now it has reclaimed all the key moving averages from the downside. So potential are quite high. The stock may move toward 1,000 kind of level in coming few weeks. So maybe stock may generate decent kind of return in coming days.
Okay. Bharat Rasayan.
हाँ भारत रसायन. Let's take Bharat Rasayan.
Honda Power. Swaraj Engine. Okay.
So Bharat Rasayan, when I was commenting about this FMCG and this economy, rural economy facing stock and agriculture stock. So Bharat Rasayan is one of that actually agriculture kind of stock I can say. And you see today only it was in a 20% buying circuit. So, and the way it has moved, maybe it is ready to move toward 15,000 kind of zone in coming few weeks and coming few months, and maybe beyond that also. But conservatively, let's take target of 15 to 16,000 for time being. And maybe, but in my opinion, it has potential to move toward 18,000 also. So to me, at least, it is looking quite attractive, quite positive. Only problem is that today it has given 20% buying circuit. It was there, so taking fresh position is the problem. But if someone is holding, I would clearly suggest that remain holding in this particular stock, looking quite strong and positive.
Mm.
I think we have discussed lot of queries. Last, let's take couple of query.
Swaraj
GIPCL,
Engine.
CES, sorry,
Swaraj Engine.
Swaraj.
Swaraj
So
Engine.
after
Bata
taking
also.
few queries, let's wrap up this session over. So Rai, can you suggest left out stocks? So I will try to comment on speedy manner. So we will wrap up this
Yeah, yeah.
session in next couple of.
Please
Yes.
take Swaraj Engine first.
So Saraj
Then
engine,
Bata.
its trend is positive after it has given breakout. So maybe roughly I can say I would suggest uh, one level. 1 minute. I will tell you a level. Level is like approximately 3400, 3500 kind of level. So maybe the way stock is moving, potential is quite high that it may move toward 3500 kind of zone. So I would suggest hold. Next,
Bata.
Bata. So Bata still not out of the boot, but in last couple of weeks there is just positive sentiment happened, and this one stock is once again you can consider a economy facing stock or rural economy facing stock, Bata. So maybe consumption related stock. So maybe sentiment is returning in among this all consumption related stock. So maybe from next 6 month perspective, Bata may do well, and a trend is changing in this stock. Yes. Next.
Alembic Pharma, APL Limited.
APL Limited, now last week only it has given breakout, and then after it is retesting breakout. So maybe sentiment is returning in the sorry, Alembic Limited, sorry,
APL
APL
Limited,
Limited.
APL Limited, yeah.
APL, huh? Sorry, I was looking at the stock. So APL is almost approaching to 200 DMA, and underperforming among this its peer companies, and it is very difficult to say at current level because it is just about around 200 DMA. Suppose it will breach 200 DMA, so more negativity will happen. So I would not suggest to take position in this stock at current point of time. Instead, I would say wait and watch, follow wait and watch policy in this stock. If someone is holding, so just keep stop loss around 200 DMA, which is currently placed around in the range of roughly 850, 860 zone. Next.
Next one is, I think it's over.
Okay. No, I think there is few query related to
GNFC,
this.
GNFC.
Okay, GNFC and GIPCL, then we will wrap up. So GNFC. GNFC, once again, fertilizer stock. So I am expecting positivity in coming weeks and coming months because there is a normal monsoon, government policy and everything that is going to be quite beneficial for all these companies. So it is looking quite attractive for the next few months perspective. And GIPCL, sentiment is positive, trend is positive. Maybe uh, currently stock, if suppose it will cross 230 kind of zone, so maybe potential is quite high to move toward 270, 280 in coming weeks and coming months. So trend is positive, trending above all key moving averages. Yes.
CSC.
So it's 5:40. Let's wrap up this session here. So
Okay.
I would suggest, I would say thanks for joining this session to all of you. And if someone's query is unanswered, so definitely I would request you to write us. We will definitely try to answer your query on priority basis via email, or maybe in next Bazaar Pe Charcha on priority basis. We will take our query. We try to capture a maximum number of queries. Thanks for joining this session. Thank you.